What is up, Buttercup? Welcome to your general timeless reading for all Sagittarius placements. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. My name is Jordyn. I'm a master Reiki practitioner and shamanic healer and a Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs tarot reader. Let's get into it. Let's see what we got going on for you. Like, share, subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. And let's get these goodies, right? Shall we? We shall. Sagittarius. Holy Spirit, angels and guides. What do I most need to see for Sagittarius, please? Okay, they showed me like my eye turning, how do I want to say this? It's almost like if you were to put a color lens on a, oh no, you know those glass balls that photographer will take a picture of and it kind of like makes the image like really round? It's like that, but it's like all green, and not in a bad way. It's almost like in, not to sound cheesy, but kind of like the heart chakra. But also it had orange in it. So it tells me this is probably going to be a relationship read because orange is your sacral, which is your relationship chakra. And it is typically tied to the heart space because obviously emotions. So we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Somebody's like, this is not what I want to talk about today, Jordyn. Then we have the Magician. They're like, can't we just acknowledge how awesome I am? Like, can we just acknowledge that, like, I've done a lot of work? And we can, but it could, both this and that exists now, Sag. Yeah, the Hangman. Okay, I like this. This is good. You're getting a lot of majors and court cards, which tells me you're going through a deep soul lesson. And that would explain why I saw it in my eye, because the Hangman is the change in perspective. So the lens that you're seeing the world through is probably going to be highlighting your relationships and your emotional self at this time. So just be mindful of that. Let's see what else we got. Oh, holy hot tamales. I'm going to take this. Yeah, okay, makes sense. We have the Two of Cups. They just told me to take it, so I did. Okay, so then we have the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Chariot, and the Eight of Wands. Ooh, this feminine's just like, I don't want it. That's what they're saying, and it's like their frustration speaking, but they do, and it's not going anywhere. Sorry to poop on your parade, but it's actually very healthy, and it's not going to stand in the way of your personal growth, right? The only things that stand in the way of our personal growth are the things that we allow to stand in the way of our personal growth. You have a lot of majors. You have the Magician, Gemini, Virgo, the Hangman, Pisces, Neptune, the Moon, which is the planet the Moon, as well as Cancer. Then you have the Chariot, which is more Cancer. And other than that, you just got some minor, and I'm not going to bother saying the signs for them, okay? I like this. Both of your feminine energy is very logical and very passion driven, but you're kind of in the shadow aspects. This tells me that fighting with you right now is probably the worst decision anybody can make. You probably got a short fuse or just kind of want people to leave you the F alone. I kind of like this energy. It's this kind of energy that lights a fire under people's you-know-what to get them going, and I think you're getting there, especially with the Eight of Wands in reverse at the end of the reading, which is your energy. It's Sagittarius energy. I like this. You are moving towards a Ten of Pentacles in a brand new cycle. You just need to choose to allow yourself to have it. The infamous Seven of Swords. This makes a lot of sense as to why it's coming out. So as we start to progress towards our Ten of Pentacles or towards the things that we really desire, the change is the 5, right? So at the 5, we experience this immense change. And then on the way to the 10, we have to go through the 7. So the 7 is the, okay, am I really going to commit to this change, or am I going to go and sabotage it and go back to the 5 and repeat this lesson until I really cement it? And so you have the opportunity to really have this new beginning, and you have a lot of divinity with the Fool here, Aquarian energy, also Uranus, which is about rebellion and awakenings. As well as sudden divine shifts, right? This divine shift is quite literally supporting your Ten of Pentacles because it is behind it, right? It is supporting the energy of this new beginning of a stable foundation. You're just being asked to recognize the parts of you that have to lean into the partnership, whether it be romantic or platonic, that is supporting you at this time, and maybe learn to ask for a little bit of help, even if it's not like actual physical help. Maybe it's just like, hey, like I need someone to listen to me, or I just need someone to tell me that like I'm doing the right thing, and like to chill out, don't be so hypercritical. Like whatever it is, there's a need to really look within and voice what you need, because the universe is really pushing you forward. A lot of majors. The Magician says you have all your tools. The Hangman tells me that the in-between is done. You're moving forward with the new perspective, and you're going to start to see yourself really clearly, and this relationship is going to help you move through that. But you cannot allow the ego or your fear to really stand in the way, because with this progressive forward energy, you're moving in regards to your path, but your path might be different than what you anticipated it to be, which is why the Eight of Wands is in reverse. So this travel or this journey, whether it be physical or energetic, that you're going on might look different than what you anticipate. So just be open, take your blinders off, and understand that you have a new perspective now, which means that things might change and show up differently. So let's see what's going on for you, Sag. While I shuffle, don't forget that my tarot course is now live. The first 15 people to sign up do get 50% off the entire course. Yes, I said 50, 50. You will see the promo code at the top of my site if it's still available. So go ahead, check that out, and let's get into it, Sag. And see what's going on with this Queen of Swords. Okay, this energy slows immensely, which tells me that this queen tends to isolate at times. The isolation, okay, what is this? It's like I want to talk, but I don't want to talk. It's like I wish I could talk to you, but they could talk to them, but they're just choosing not to, because if they talk to them, it means they need to be vulnerable. Yeah, Devil, it's fear. It's fear, insecurity, it's attachment. Yeah, Hermit, there's the isolation, Two of Swords, the closed heart space, right? And then we have the Knight of Wands. Like, I'm just going to turn within. I'm not going to commit to like really talking about what it is I want to. It's a very non-committal energy with the Knight of Wands. And then you have the Devil. So Devil, Capricorn, Hermit, Virgo, Knight of Wands is Sagittarius. That's your energy. And Two of Swords is Libra. Why not, right? So with this energy here, it tells me that the attachment, fear, insecurity, or limiting belief is what's really challenging this person to stop isolating, right? Like, let's just address it. Like, just because you might think that people aren't going to support you or they're not going to hear you doesn't mean that you cannot challenge yourself to rewrite that story. And that's the challenge that's coming up right now through whatever dynamic you're experiencing, whether it's within romantic, platonic, or if it's your work, like showing up and saying, hey, like, I'm struggling at work. I really need somebody higher up or someone to educate me on XYZ, you know, I'm getting insecure about whatever it is. Let's look at the Hangman, because, the Magician, because this tells me that you have all the tools. There's your 5, right? The 5 of Wands. You're very determined, but you're also very critical of self. Very stubborn. You have your eyes set on a certain way of doing it. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles, very practical, very stubborn. Very like, nope, this is the way that I always planned on doing it, so it has to happen here, right? It's very Capricorn. Every Capricorn I know, I'm a Capricorn rising, but every Capricorn sun I know is very much like this energy. Like, I have a plan, I gotta stick to my life plan. Like, I'm supposed to be married by this age, and if it doesn't happen that way, it's very like, okay, I'm struggling to change a little bit. You know? That's what that reminds me of. Very Capricorn-like. Okay. But you have all the tools you need. You just need to really allow yourself to readjust. Let's look at the Hangman. I'll take these 3. I'm going to put these back. Strength, Judgment, both in reverse. Leo, Pluto, Scorpio. And then you have the 8 of Pentacles. Oh, I like this. I like how it feels. I haven't even really processed the cards yet. As soon as I held them all together, it felt very like someone's acknowledging, like, oh, wow, that's not working for me. It's like the aha moment, you know, like we could hear like that's not working, that's not stable from so many people all around us that see it from an outsider's perspective. But when you have that realization, it's very powerful, because then you're like, okay, I have a sense of control. And like, even though we always have control, we really always do. It's just a choice to choose to see it from that perspective. And I feel like someone's shifting back in that perspective, and that's why it's very empowering. And that's why they're the Magician. They have all the tools to really complete this really challenging lesson right now of seeing the things that they might do or might be present in their environment or situation that is really hindering them. With Strength in reverse and Judgment in reverse, it's basically that somebody's rule book, right? These limiting beliefs or these fears or insecurities have really led them to give up on the things that they really want to continue working on, right? So I just heard burning the midnight oil, which is not a phrase that I use, but obviously I feel that most people know this phrase. This could also be somebody that is like very committed to constantly going, that they struggle to recognize that go might be rooted in a need to prove oneself, or a low self-worth, or fear, insecurity, scarcity mindset, whatever it is. That's what this realization is. So let's see what the Moon... Tell me about I want to go to the 2 of Cups. No, we're going to do the Moon. Yeah. Yeah, Page of Swords. Yeah, so the way that they thought about themselves they're like, okay, that wasn't true for me. They're rewriting it. Page of Swords is like the liar or the lack of seeing clearly. It's like the fake it till you make it card. Two of Cups, yeah. 10 of Wands in reverse, 7 of Cups, Knight of Swords. Someone's going to see very clearly what it is that they need to stop doing or stop participating in, and it's going to release a lot of tension in their life. This tells me that you're going to be taking action on it in a very logical way, or you're actually going to be having a conversation with somebody about this heaviness or what you need help with. I don't think it's another person. I think it could be how you are perceiving your dynamic with another person. And if it is releasing the relationship altogether, there's going to be a very like direct, short, sweet, to the point conversation about it, because you see really clearly why it's not resonating with you. And that's actually what brings you back into alignment. I like that for you. Let's look at the Queen of Wands now. Emperor, 2 of Cups in reverse. Okay. Yeah, you need your feminine energy. Whatever it is that you're releasing, it's making space for you to see that your feminine's obviously in balance, both queens in reverse. And your masculine, you're really good at working, you're really good at providing, you're really good at being the one who is stable, but there is a need to reel that in and also like be patient and nurturing with yourself. To really spend time looking within yourself, not just constantly trying to build. Yeah, Hierophant in reverse. You're ending the commitment you had with your masculine energy and learning to come back into alignment with both your masculine and your feminine. On the Chariot, there it is, beautiful. So you finally surrender, and now you're starting to embody your feminine energy, this Queen of Pentacles. And that's what the universe is trying to guide you toward. Learning that you do not have to work yourself to the bone to receive, that the universe is always providing, it's always bringing things your way. Let's look at the 8 of Wands. That would explain why the energy is calming as we get closer to the end. So this is a new direction with the 8 of Wands. Empress, beautiful. So there's your feminine energy. Yeah, you're moving into alignment with your masculine and feminine. I like this a lot because the Empress is about receiving. It's a very present energy. It's not the energy that goes, works. It knows the dance between masculine and feminine. That's the new direction. So you've probably been moving through majority of your life and your relationships in a very progressive, self-improvement focused kind of way, or maybe really looking to build solid foundations solely through your masculine, right? Through taking charge, through providing, through go. And with feminine, you learn that I could still build a really solid foundation by sitting and being present and being content with what is and where I'm at on my journey, right? And just really embracing it. And that's actually what's leading you to the 10 of Pentacles, is you're starting to allow yourself to accept all parts of you, your masculine and feminine, your duality. 10 of Pentacles for Sag, please, Spirit. Justice, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, so you're currently rewriting the story you have about what a 10 of Pentacles or a stable foundation, whether it be your health or your finances or a home or a relationship, a long-term commitment or contract. You're rewriting the way that you think or perceive it, because now you're embodying more of this feminine energy. So maybe in the past you perceived it as you being the one who is like making all the money in the house, or maybe you were the one who was always going, or maybe you're running a business, or maybe you did a lot of really masculine types of workout to keep your physical body in shape, like CrossFit or HIIT training or weightlifting or sprints, right? Whereas your feminine workouts would be more yoga, swimming, walking, being out in nature, hiking, for instance, right? Things like that. So it's learning to take care of these foundations, whether it be self or external to self, in a very balanced, justice, right? Masculine and feminine way. So that's why you're getting a second chance at whatever foundation you currently have, or one that you're building toward. I really like this for you. Bottom of the deck, you have the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, so again, you're learning the dance. You're learning how to find that balance, and you're making the conscious decision to learn to support yourself in a new way. With the 9 of Pentacles, I like this because it's telling me that you have the choice right now. You have all the tools, you have the resources and the people in your life and the situations that are supporting you in regards to finding a sense of stability within all of who you are, and that's going to reflect in your external reality. Okay, my dear, big change. Be patient with yourself, work through it, and allow yourself to celebrate the victories, no matter how big or small, okay? If you want help on your journey, go ahead, check out my website. I am a spiritual and shamanic life coach with a background in biology and psychology, and I offer my services globally. So whether you're here in person in North Carolina or at a distance, we could go ahead and work together. So just be mindful of that. My tarot course is live. If you sign up and you're one of the first 15 people, you do get 50% off the entire course. And also I'm now accepting new Reiki and shamanic healing mentees. It's a 4 and 6 month program, depending on which program you want to do. They're the same price, just month to month the same price, but different lengths. So just be mindful of that. And yeah, I'd love to work with you. I'd love to be part of your journey, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.